Welcome to the stream. I'm gonna go ahead and get started in just a minute. Just getting my settings all set up. Okay. Awesome. All right, so this is part 2 of Resident Evil 2, the original 1998 version. This is a mod that has been made by a team, and it's called the Seamless HD project. Definitely check it out. They have it for Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 on the Dolphin GameCube emulator. Super cool HD graphics. They swapped out a lot of the backgrounds and inventory screens and stuff. So definitely check it out.
Resident Evil 2.
Interesting, yeah. So arrange mode is the rookie data. Good to know. All right. Picking up where we left off. So we did the entire police station in our last playthrough, and we have made it to the sewers. Crazy. Yeah, you probably can't sense it through the stream, but you can hear the pulsing. It sounds like a heartbeat of the nearby enemy. And it's very unsettling is the proper term. Giant spiders skittering around.
Who are you? Oh, I see. Another spy sent by Umbrella, right? Let me guess. You're here to steal my husband's G-Virus, aren't you? You are tenacious, I'll give you that.
Husband? Then you must be Annette. Sherry's mother?
What?
Sherry's wandering around alone in the sewers. You have to help me find her.
That's impossible. I told her to go to the police station. What's she doing here? William will be after her.
William?
That's right. The creature that's been causing all this destruction is none other than my own husband.
Ooh, we're getting the origin story. Here we go. It's sheer perfection. My
This way.
precious G-Virus.
It's sheer perfection. My precious G-Virus. No one will ever take you away from me.
There he is.
So you finally come.
Doctor, we're here to collect the G-Virus sample.
Sorry, but I won't just hand over my life's work.
Stop it! You might hit the sample. That's it, all right. Okay, let's move out.
William. Oh, my. Hold on, darling. I'm taking care of that bullet wound first. Stay here.
Yeah, I think he would have, like, bled out if he stayed there.
Alpha team, have you retrieved the sample yet?
Affirmative. We'll be at the rendezvous point in 1 minute.
Roger.
Are you telling me that he injected the G-Virus into his own body?
The G-Virus has the ability to revitalize cellular functions.
What was that? Something's wrong. Let's check it out. Over there! Shoot it! Eat this, you freak! The bodies aren't stopping it! What is this thing? Hurry! What is this thing? Fire! Fire! Son of a...
So those rats were the carriers of the virus?
As a result of his virus-induced transmutation, William should have lost any prior memories he had as a human by now. I tried to save him, but I'm afraid it's already too late.
But
And that's not even the entire story. Every G-Virus bioweapon, including William, has the ability to implant embryos into other life forms. That's why he's after Sherry.
what are you trying to say?
The bodies of individuals with non-related genetic coding are likely to reject the embryo. But since Sherry is his daughter, that possibility is non-existent. It's an inherent survival instinct.
It's Sherry. You go that way.
I much preferred the portrayal of Annette in this game as opposed to the remake. Not sure why. I just the character, the voice actors in this game is what I'm used to, so that's probably why I preferred this depiction. But she seems more unhinged, and I think the novel does a really good job with it as well. It really was really well written. Hey Gabs, and hey CJ. I don't remember if I said hey specifically to you before. I don't know if you're still here or not, but thanks for coming. It's also worth noting, you saw Human William. He shows up in a number of games that take place before this game, and this is a very different appearance for him. He takes, don't know what that was all about. He takes on a very different appearance in other games. Kind of blonde, shaggy hair, and much younger, to play off the, he's a young prodigy genius. Sherry! Sherry!
Sherry!
And it's the alligator. Boom. I was so mad in Origin Species mod when they removed that gas can. I also really like how in games like this they show this elaborate sewer system when in actuality, like, and same thing in movies, you typically don't see, like, sewers aren't this big.
Come on, wake up, Sherry.
At least as far as I've heard / I know. Like, there wouldn't be all these tunnels, like, right under the street.
My stomach. It hurts. Don't worry. You'll be fine.
I don't think there's typically,
Come on,
like, much room to
let's
move
go.
around. But this is a work of fiction. Come on, Sherry. Yeah, she sat down somewhere. She's not following me. Yeah, see, she does that thing where she just, like, sits down because she's scared, and then you can't progress, so, like, she's gonna happen again. That's why I much prefer having Ada as my partner, because she just follows you, and she actually can use defense items. Or offense, I guess, technically. I can't leave Sherry. Well, if Sherry would keep up and stop crouching and stop running into walls everywhere, maybe we wouldn't have that problem. I'm gonna go on mute for just a quick second. I'll be right back. I am back. I think I got everything in there yet. Gotta love those scam phone calls. Oh my god. Stop laying down, Sherry. Jump in the water. Come on. them be? It's always the wolf and evil metal. I feel like they don't appear in Resident Evil 3, which is interesting, but they are in 1, they're in 2, they show up in the Outbreak series. I'm pretty sure they're in Code Veronica. At least the Eagle Medal is. But maybe not. I might be wrong on that one, I can't remember. But I think from 1 to 2, they reused a lot of the same resources, just with like slight modification. But I like how you go from like the sewer, you go from the police station pretty quickly into the sewers, and then pretty quickly from the sewers into this like really elaborate like cable car thing. Like who built all of this? This is just like no one questions it. I mean, sure. Why not? Sherry, come on. You can see me. Let's go. Am I out of ammo? Yep. Okay, I left some stuff behind. So I'll need to go back, because I just don't have the inventory space. Probably get behind me, Sherry. Probably. Oh. You bastard. Ooh, I think this, like, hole in the wall, that's definitely new. I don't remember that being there. You can actually test it, because that's another thing for those who were in the last video, or the last stream, or the Resident Evil 3 one. You can actually toggle in and out. So I'm pretty sure that this wall has been changed. Yeah, so like this is what it originally looks like. This is what the original screens look like. As you can see, super fuzzy. That's a really interesting effect. I wonder why they did that. I like it. Also, tooting my own horn, I'm pretty proud of myself for picking up on that. I have a skill. Alright. We're gonna put this here, we're gonna put this here. this way and grab some ammo. I need to go back. I think there's handgun bullets over here, which I don't really need at this point. Oh my god, my phone just will not stop. It's not what I meant to do. Okay, let's go get the... Hey Avery, how's it going? Well, oh, good night. Sorry, I missed that part. Miss you too. Hope you can catch the next part of Kingdom Hearts. Probably gonna be maybe tomorrow or Saturday. Probably 1 or 2 more streams left before that game's done. And the Winnie the Pooh level. So you definitely want to catch that. Notice how Sherry stays upstairs. I'm pretty sure that happens. Actually, I'm positive that that happens with Ada as well. Duly noted that she can't do tomorrow. Oh, good to know. Saturdays are tough for you though, right? Unless it's timed. Yeah, we'll figure it out. I gotta have my #1 fan there. And I'm going to be ambiguous and not say, oh my god, Sherry, go around. Oh my god, so many flame rounds. It's great. It's lit. Probably could have left the bowgun and the ammo behind. And actually, I might go do that quickly. Because I don't think I'm gonna need all this healing. Sherry. You're so annoying. Don't think I'm gonna need all this healing, but I have already put a half an hour in, and I would really hate, I don't know how it's been a half an hour already, but I would really hate to have to go back and redo the whole sewers thing all over again. Again, another thing that no one apparently seems to notice.
Claire, my stomach. My stomach hurts. Hang in there, Sherry. Your forehead's burning up. I've got to hurry before the embryos pupate.
Pupate. That's a hard word. It's Billy. Oh, William. You have a new head. I think I could see his like old face. Electricity, bitch. You suck. Almost got through it with no hits. That would have been goals.
Sherry.
The underground laboratory.
Claire? Oh, you're finally awake. Isn't this... That's okay. You keep it. I'm sure it'll keep you safe.
Thank you, Claire. Even though I'm an only child, neither of my parents ever spent much time with me because of their work. I grew up alone, but now that you're with me, I finally have someone to rely upon.
Oh. Poor Sherry.
Sherry. Rest here for a bit. I'll be right back, as soon as I found the antidote for you.
Oh my god. Okay, we're like set on grenade ammo at this point, which is great because I was very conservative and didn't use really much or any in the beginning of the game against lickers and all that fun. So the spark shot does pack a nice punch, but it takes 2 spaces and I'd rather not. I would like to take these though. Same with the bow gun. I was very careful not to use my bow gun, and it's my favorite weapon. I love the vest thing that they do in this, where you play now without Claire's vest, and you gave it to Sherry. Like I think it's cool that a retro game like this you can red or blue. Blue is the lights. That you can go through like a costume change like that. In Leon, they do a little bit different, but kind of the same thing. I feel like they threw those little bits in just to be like, yeah, like, see, we can do that. It's a nice little detail. I hate this animation and love it at the same time. I'm curious as to why a fuse thing, like a fuse capsule, is stored in a cold lab. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Unless that's like a thing about fuses. Electricity, but I don't. Excuse me. I don't think that's a thing. So I'm a little skeptical. But not my area of expertise. Gosh, I have so many freaking bowgun bolts. The console says anti-bow gas sprinkler. Will you turn on the switch? Actually, I don't remember what that file says. Guessed none. Eat fire. You scum. It just crawl through all vent hole. NVD. Oh, so much easier than in the remake. The Origin of the Species mod, I should say. I don't need ink ribbons. Move where? Something I miss in the remakes is how quickly grenade launchers reload in these games. I feel like it's a little slower. And they also, you know, you can put as many rounds in, like 26, here you go. Okay, I can't remember if it's zombies or lickers in this part. It's lickers. So these are the lab lickers as well, which are more ferocious. They deal a hell of a lot more damage. And they take a lot more damage as well. Look at those freaking claws. No thanks. My god, I have so much healing. Look at this unnecessary amount of healing. That's fantastic. I love it. It's so extra. I'll come back for that. Now is my chance. Like, where was all this ammo in the beginning of the game? 40 grenades, there's no way I use all that. And where were all these first aid sprays? That's the thing, like, they want you to struggle, but then they make it super easy. Also, as a child, I had no concept that this is not what a lab looks like at all. There's literally so much non-functional space here, and this fridge would not cut it at all. Like, whoever designed this was on crack or something, because they like have no idea what the fuck is going on. I'm gonna add more to that comment after, but this is my favorite cutscene.
I'll never forgive you for that.
Wait!
I've just prepared a sample of the G virus, and this time, no one will take it from me. This is the most significant piece of research my husband has ever left in my hands.
Stop it! Sherry's in serious trouble. William implanted her with his embryos. There's no telling when they'll pupate. And if that happens, then Sherry won't.
What?
William.
William.
she plays so crazy in this. It's just like so convincing that she's clearly insane. I love it. I'm just gonna wait to deal with that cutscene. It's the Mothman prophecies. Yeah, melt, moth, melt. Rotom. Culture Experiment Room Staff Registry. What does that even mean? Culture room. Like cell culture? Tissue culture? I mean, those are the same thing, but... I appreciate in the remakes a lot that they actually have like sensical layouts for the labs. Like, my frustration with this is you go into a cold lab, there's that tissue lab, and then there's the one that we were just in where I was making the comments, and like all of this crazy research that happens, but where are the lab benches?
William is still alive. He's getting stronger with each skin he casts off. Sherry!
Tell me what I need to know. How can I save Sherry?
I have detailed information. Everything you need to know to prepare the antidote is right here.
Codename Devil. Base vaccine. It will synthesize in 10 seconds. I wonder how legitimate that is.
Save my daughter. And tell her I'm sorry I wasn't a better mother. Tell her I love her. Sherry.
Annette!
The self-destruct sequence
Has been activated. Repeat, the self-destruct sequence has been activated. This sequence may not be aborted. All employees proceed to the emergency car at the bottom platform. Get used to it, because we're going to be living this for a while. All employees proceed to the bottom platform. Tuck that away, tuck that away. I'm never going to use all these healing items, but YOLO.
Leon, you made it.
Claire, is that you? Where are you?
I can see you on the monitor.
Hello.
But never mind that right now. Leon, you have to go back and get Sherry for me. I left her in the security office. Please, you must save her.
Wait a second. What are you going to do?
Where are you going?
I still have a few loose ends to take care of. I'm counting
It's interesting
on
you don't see his gunshot wound in that frame. It's an interesting Easter egg. This is definitely going to be a shorter stream compared to others, because we're not really that far away from it being over. if it wasn't already 9 o'clock and I wasn't already tired, I'd probably say, let's start Leon B. Let's just do it, but probably not tonight. Weird ivy plant creature things. This was also a really cool thing that happened. So you need 2 or more staff and you have to do verification. So basically going back to that zapping system where like what you do affects, so like what you do in the A scenario for Claire or Leon affects Claire or Leon B. Taking the machine gun / side pack does have repercussions. Interestingly enough, no other items disappear from you taking them, and that would be a really cool mod if, you know, if a room has handgun ammo, if you take it as Claire, you don't get it as Leon. It'd be really interesting and a really difficult mod. The point is, with that door, you have to both have your fingerprints registered in order to do the thing. So like, because I did it in Claire's, if I play off this save data, I'll get access to that room, which is cool. I like when games have those kinds of things. They do a similar thing in Code Veronica, which I really like. Excuse me. And it's another Claire-focused game, so I wonder if it's like a Claire thing. Interestingly enough, in the RE2 remake, they still have like the A and B scenarios, but there's almost virtually no difference between them. You start in a different location, and I think there's a few item differences, but that's about it. It's not, the goals are still the same, and I think the story remains unchanged, which is kind of frustrating. Like this, you can play as Claire A, Leon B, which I think is the canon version, or you can do Leon A, Claire B, and the stories are completely different. So there's definitely a lot more replayability here. I usually play Claire A, Leon B, just because that is the quote-unquote canon version, but I would like to go back and do it the other way. They're all good stories. And for like 1998, it's a pretty cool feature to have. You know, multiple ending kind of things. I feel like the first time I played this game, you know, it took me a really long time to get to the sewer portion. Because there's so, I mean, a majority of the game takes place in the police station. And it's definitely gonna make my healing combinations. Yeah, so a majority of the game takes place in the police station. So it's no wonder that that takes most of the time, but you know, this lab stuff took a long time too, because the first time you play it's a little confusing in terms of like, what am I supposed to do? Okay, full health. Yeah, and this is why in the A scenario I don't take the side pack and I don't take the machine gun, because clearly like I have enough grenade ammo to finish the game. If I use, that's 50. If I use 86 grenade rounds and can't finish the game at this point, that's, I should just, you know, never play again. Goodbye, lockpick. Hello, vaccine. Poor Annette. You know, she wasn't the greatest person, but she was just mentally ill in the end. I'll take one of those. I don't really want to use it, but take it with me.
Minutes until detonation.
Roar. Bastard. Yeah, you know, I'm still fine. I ran at him, and he's injured. He kind of looks like a Heartless. Boom. Hello, William. It's interesting because I remember saying when we were leaving the sewers, but before we came down at 30 minutes, it was like, wow, this is taking longer than I expected. And now another 30 minutes later, like, I feel like I just did the lab stuff pretty fast. I'm surprised. I'm gonna go back. I can't go back now. What? Why not? I think I said this when I did the Origin of the Species, but in this scene, they're gonna, you know, cure Sherry, and she's like, if I give it to her.
Unconscious.
I have the antidote. If I give it to her.
What do you mean if you're gonna give it to her? Just, you're not gonna save her?
Claire, what's happening?
Not now. Come on, Sherry, wake up. Wake up. Please wake up.
Claire?
It worked.
Where am I?
It worked!
Oh, Sherry, you're gonna be okay.
Thanks, Claire.
It's over.
No,
I have to
I
find
have to find my brother.
You're right. This is just the beginning.
Ah, my God has protected you. It will always be with you.
Claire.
Sherry.
And that is Resident Evil 2 A scenario. Now there still is more to the game, but that only happens when you play the B part. There's a little bit more that happens, but in the A, it ends with that William fight upstairs. But what I really like is in the remake, the story is pretty much the same. Depending on whether you play Leon or Claire, like some of your interactions are different, but all of the key pieces happen at the same points. And so when you go back and play the B scenario, you end up doing the same things you did in A, which is really frustrating. Rest in peace, Paul Haddon, recently passed away. You end up doing the exact same things, whereas in this game, sure, you have to like unlock the doors and stuff like that again, but the cutscenes and the major story plot points, like you don't fight William upstairs, you fight Mr. X down by the pit of Magma. When you're doing the tram, you don't fight whatever species of Birkin it is, you fight like his next evolution, which then in A you just fought here. So it was really well thought out, and the stories dovetail together in a better way. Whereas in the remake, it just feels like they slapped Leon on it, they slapped Claire on same general story. Now that I'm going to stop rambling, am I going to do B? I'm not going to start B tonight, so I'm actually going to probably call the stream in a few minutes. If I start B, I'm going to want to get like halfway through it, and I just don't think I have the energy for that tonight. Like so loud that you can't hear me. During the credits only, or like even still, it's a problem. Because I need to adjust the game versus microphone. You heard bits and pieces. So I was saying, but first let me just appreciate an A ranking. Not too shabby. It's not an S, but it's an A. And 2 hours and 36 minutes is pretty decent considering. What I was saying was, in this game, the A and the B scenario dovetail together and you're not repeating all the major story points, whereas in the remake it's kind of a shot for shot thing, and I don't like that. I think it's lazy. Scenario second. Dun, dun, dun.